everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. You know, I have a favorite ingredient to use on my skin. As a matter of fact, I have several, but there's one ingredient that I personally like to use on my skin that helps to tighten and firm the skin. I use this ingredient to make facial creams, I use it to make facial serums, I use it to make facial toners. That's how amazing this ingredient is. Some of you might be thinking, oh, it has to be aloe vera gel. However, that's another ingredient that I use in almost all my skincare products. But what I'm talking about is rice. Rice. I use black rice, I use brown rice, I use purple rice, and I even use white rice, which is what I'm going to be using today. Today I'm going to make a facial moisturizer using white rice. It's a moisturizer that anyone can whip up in the comfort of their own. I'm going to be using some oils in this. I'm going to be boiling the rice a little, and then I'm also going to be blending the rice. This is just a fun, amazing facial moisturizer to try. So if you're interested in this moisturizer, guys, wait for the recipe before I start making the recipe. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Go ahead, click that subscribe button right now, especially if you're interested in transforming your skin for a natural, younger, glowing skin. We also offer other tips here, guys, so go ahead and subscribe. One more thing before I get in the kitchen, please remember to watch the video to the end, and don't forget, guys, we have our own skincare line, so along the side of the video, you might see some of our products, or you might see it in the description box, or if you click on that view products that you can see on the screen, that will take you to our store where we're going to recommend some facial creams for you. Now, let's get in the kitchen and start whipping this up. Now, I use rice on my face for several reasons. I use it for skin brightening. Rice contains vitamins and minerals that may help to contribute to a brighter complexion. I also use rice for hydration. Rice acts as a natural moisturizer, helping to hydrate the skin. Rice is also rich in antioxidants that help to protect the skin from free radical damage. Rice also contains a mild astringent properties that also help to tighten pores and improve skin texture. And most of all, rice helps to reduce wrinkles and fine lines and boost collagen and elastin in the skin. So those are some of the reasons why I personally like to use rice on my skin. So I'm making a rice cream for you today that you can try to use on the skin. So I'm going to be using about a quarter cup of rice. And what I'm going to be doing with this rice, I am going to be boiling the rice. Now, I'm going to boil the rice not too soft and not too hard, like somewhere in the middle. But I'm not going to boil the rice with water. So let's go ahead and pour the rice in a saucepan. And guys, if you have purple rice or black rice, go ahead and use it instead of the white rice, because these are even richer in natural antioxidant for the skin. So what I'm going to use next is milk. And milk is rich in lactic acid, but milk also have skin brightening properties. Milk also have skin firming properties. Milk also have to reduce or to shrink large pores and also help to balance the natural pH levels of the skin. So I'm going to be using about a half a cup of milk. Remember, we're boiling this, so you need more water than the rice. And if the half a cup is not enough, guys, add a little more of the milk to the recipe in the end. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I am going to give it a start, just totally blending the milk into the rice. So just blend well. And one more thing, guys, if you have orange peel powder or dry orange peel, go ahead and add a little bit to this recipe. I totally forget mine downstairs and I'm not going to run down back, but definitely use it if you have it. Now I'm going to reach for some oils, and my first oil is going to be grapeseed oil. Very, very light oil that is rich in vitamin C and vitamin E. Vitamin E helps to nourish the skin, while vitamin C helps to lighten and brighten the skin. I'm using a tablespoon of the grapeseed oil, and grapeseed oil is good for all skin type. It's not gonna clog those pores. So 1 tablespoon of grapeseed oil. Next, I'm gonna give this a stir. Just mix it all up, the rice, the milk, and the grapeseed oil. And we're going ahead and we're placing this on the stove top. This is where we're gonna be boiling, guys. And we're gonna do this to start with high flame so that it comes to a boil, and then we're gonna turn it down for it to just simmer down. So guys, place it on the stove top and start to stir. This is going to take about 10-15 minutes or so, and once that is done, take a look. This is the consistency you want. You do not want it too dry, because we're going to be blending it again. So go ahead and pour it in the blender, and once it's in the blender, we're going to blend. And yes, I'm blending my warm, but you can choose to set it aside and let it cool down before you blend. Now after blending, we're going to strain. All we're taking from this is the rice cream. I'm using cheesecloth, which is the better strainer for this recipe, but if you have only the regular strainer, go ahead and use that. Finally save this, guys. So now I am just gonna squeeze, and what I'm squeezing out is the goodness, guys. This creamy goodness. Just go ahead and squeeze and take a look at this, guys. This is just a rich cream. This is an amazing anti-aging moisturizer. And now that we're done straining, let's give this a stir. Stir it up, stir it up, stir it up. And what I'm gonna do next, I am gonna add my final ingredient to this. So we're gonna add some more ingredient, and we're gonna add it while the mixture is still warm, not hot but warm. I'm gonna be using aloe vera gel, and I'm using about a tablespoon of the aloe vera gel. And today I'm using my green aloe vera. You can go ahead and use either the pink, just use any aloe vera jelly you have. 1 tablespoon. And now let's add some vitamin E oil to this, and I'm gonna add about a half a teaspoon of the vitamin E oil, even though we have vitamin E oil in our grapeseed oil. Another oil I'm gonna add to this is some pomegranate seed oil, and I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of the pomegranate seed oil. Now if you don't have all these oils, guys, go ahead, use any 3 oils that you have in your oil collection. And now, guys, we are gonna mix, and we are gonna mix well. You can also choose to put this back in the blender and blend. If you put it in the blender, it's gonna be like really light and fluffy. At this time of the year where it's getting a little cold, guys, I like to use a heavier cream, so I am gonna definitely just leave it as is and just blend it in with the spoon. So go ahead and mix well. Now once this is done, let's pour this in our small jar. Any sterilized jar that you have will do. So let's go ahead and pour. This is an amazing rice cream that is also great for mature skin. You have dull skin, you have rough looking skin, you're starting to see the sign of aging, you have wrinkle looking skin. Why not try this homemade DIY? And guys, if you cannot make this recipe and you have access to our products, go ahead and try our Supreme or our Ultra Luminous Facial Moisturizer. Store this in the refrigerator and use it up within 7 days. Just 2 to 3 drops on the skin daily for naturally glowing, healthy looking skin. And there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave your comment. I like your comment. Go ahead and comment. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe on your way out. And one more thing, guys, visit our store, ALESMAXii.com, and just check out our skincare products. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.